everybody, it's your girl Sandy, also known as Bougie Bae from Split Three Ways. It's Friday, so you guys know what today is. That's right, it's time for Soul Sessions with Sandy. I have gotten so many requests and I'm trying to go through them one by one. But one that really struck me as interesting was, Sandy, can you do an interview with somebody that is in an interracial relationship and can actually answer some questions with some depth and give us some information about it? So today, I have my niece Jessika. Jessika, you want to introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah, I'm Jessika. 27 years old, and I've been in different interracial relationships, and so I've got some experiences with that, and lots of life lessons. So I'm glad to be here.
Well, I'm glad to have you here. I'm going to ask Jessika about 3, 4, maybe 5 questions, and one that I just thought of really quickly. And we're going to get you the answers that you guys are looking for. So let's delve into it. First question that I have for you is, what attracted you to your mate that allowed you to be open to the idea of dating outside your race?
Well, I'll say first and foremost, it's all about environment.
Okay.
And so I, grew up out here in the Coachella Valley, and my peers, there were hardly any black people around here.
Okay, that's true.
So, growing up out here, you don't really see many of your kind.
Right.
So it's natural to just be attracted to whoever you're around.
Okay.
And so that's ultimately what got me to steered outside my race.
Okay.
Now, I did go to school with a majority Latinos and Latinas and whatnot, and so I had some attraction there. But honestly, it was not more I was attracted to white men more, or Hispanic men more, or black men. It's just whatever I felt.
Right.
With
that
whoever
vibe was right.
Exactly, whoever I connected with.
Okay. So, because I'm your aunt, I know the answer to this question, but I want you to tell the people, what was your family's reaction to your mate? And had it been negative, would you have kept rolling and doing Jessika, or would you have fallen to what your family wanted you to do?
So I have a great family.
Yes, she does.
Amazing. Okay. So it didn't surprise anybody. When I would introduce my very first boyfriend, I was 18 years old, introduced him, and everyone's like, oh, he's white. All right, cool. It wasn't oh, how dare you?
No.
You got all these black men over here, over there, all these options. Very welcoming, very accepting, and it was great, honestly. I never once even thought that my family would not welcome anybody who I was interested in.
Right.
So, and even if it was the opposite, and my family was opposed to it, I don't think that it would change anything, because they don't have to date this person. I do. I was raised to be able to make my own decisions and
That's
be, thoughtful and not irrational or anything. So I just, I do my own thing, and my family supports me.
We do. We support her 100%. Hugh, when you coming home? We're in India and we wanted to see you. Where you at? The third thing that I wanted to ask you was, have you encountered any negativity in the public, and how did you handle it? Look at the people and let them know.
Oh yeah. Now, this was all the time. It was a mixture of a lot of people were oh, hey, you guys look so cute, you're such a cute couple. Or it was I never got anyone that was staring at me and was not staring at me, but that was in my face saying, I can't believe you're doing this, I can't believe. It was never anything like that. But whenever I would go somewhere with my significant other, I'd get stares, and then I'd get people that do this and all that, and so that kind of negativity was very upsetting and hurtful. But at the same time, I'm doing me, you mind your business over there, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. And as long as we have these open conversations, I would talk with my significant other about these situations, and then even they would get upset, and they'd be what does it matter? So like those negative situations, they're gonna like be annoying and somewhat hurtful, but at the same time, don't let it affect you. Just keep it pushing, because as long as you two are on the same page, you'll be all right.
You guys, I am here with my family. Please excuse me. Yes, baby. Will you tell him his car keys are up on the mantle or on the table? I'm sorry, y'all. That cutie pie is my nephew JoJo. So he wanted to give me a message from my husband. Hey, Trev, thank you for interrupting. My next question that I wanted to ask you is, did you find it easy to stay in touch with your culture within your relationships? Or did you ever find it to where you felt like you needed to veer to the left and follow what the other person did?
No, it was very easy actually, because we incorporated my significant other within our culture. You know, like it wasn't just like, oh, this is our thing, we do this and you can stay over there. And they were always like willing to be like, oh, like what is this? You know, like what do you guys do? Like this is a family thing, you know? So as long as my significant other is supportive of like my culture, my history, and my family and whatnot, it's always been really easy to keep that alive. And they always like ask questions, like just in June we celebrated Juneteenth, and you know I had Q there and him and his kids too, and they're like, oh, what is this? Like, what are you guys doing? Like,
they're learning something new.
Absolutely. And it was like, it was fun, you know, and they like to be involved in my life and my family's life and our culture and what's important to us. So it was really awesome to see and to have them a part of that. And it's something that is really important when you're like in a relationship and looking for a partner that is gonna allow you to be you and encourage you to be you.
That's true. That's true. Another fun fact about Jessika, when she has the guys that she's dating, she takes him to around every part of her family, from the upper echelon to the lower. And the one thing that I can say is that the current gentleman that she's dating, as well as the ones that I know for the past, they have been able to just dive right in, get in the family, get in the culture, learn the food, love us, because our family is very multicultural, from Belizean to gosh, we've got black, we've got white, we've got Belizean, we've got Cambodian, we've got French. Our family is very diverse. So if you pull up on a corner, you'll think we are just a bunch of friends hanging out, but mess with one of us and you'll find out just how much family we are. So my last question for you is to tell us one myth that you would like to dispel about interracial dating.
I think the biggest myth, and I talk to Hugh about this all the time, is that people need to understand, white and black people, that even if you're in an interracial relationship, you can still be racist. And that's something that I've had to deal with in the past, and even people I know. If you're in a relationship, like say you're a white man and you're dating a black woman, you can't say, oh, like I'm not racist, my girlfriend's black, or you know, my wife is black, or whatever. Like you can still be a racist, and you know, and have that image, because then you think that your significant other is still below you, or whatever they like have going on in their culture doesn't matter. And if you're in that type of situation and you see the signs, it's important to acknowledge it and you know, discuss it. And if there's like no like going back, or you know, your significant other isn't willing to like be open to the fact that it's possible that they could be racist, then it's time to move on and like respect yourself. That's very important.
Say that part again. Respect who?
Respect yourself.
That part.
It's very, very important, because I see it often, and people use it as like as an excuse, like, oh, you know, I'm not racist, like look at my wife or my husband, you know. And it's very possible, very possible.
Well, Jessika, I want to thank you for taking some time to chill with your auntie today and to answer some questions on camera. You guys, I asked some good questions. She gave us some very meaty answers. So I hope that answered the questions that you guys gave me. Again, keep sending me the inboxes and the DMs. I promise to give you guys the content that you're asking for. Thank you for rocking with me, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.